Hey everybody, this is Dr. Ben Pearl with FitFootU. So today I'm going to talk about a treatment we did with one of my patients. It's called Onyfix, and it's a non-invasive way to deal with ingrown toenails. It is a series of treatments. The resin that we apply only lasts for about 6 to 8 weeks, depending, and if somebody's really hardcore with soccer or something like that, it could wear off in a month. So it is a series of strips that are applied, but you don't have to numb up the foot, and it is another way to treat an ingrown toenail without having to inject and remove the nail. Sometimes we'll do this when it hasn't totally encroached the border of the skin. Obviously, with a situation where it's draining and it's infected, that is probably not an appropriate interval. But when it's something where we're doing it preemptively, where it hasn't quite penetrated the flesh, this is an option that we have, and I'm going to have my patient explain her experience. Tell us about what, generally the experience has been.
Absolutely. So I have been a competitive runner for years. Started competitively running at age probably 10. And probably from age 14 on, I developed ingrown toenails on
Can we take a look?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, and continue to...
Absolutely. So I have had very, very ingrown big toenails on both toes. And it has been really the result of just pounding on my running shoes, and mostly like downhill running, uphill running. I just get very impacted toenails, and have at 4 to 6 week intervals have had to get them cut down, finding a podiatrist, whatever city I'm living in, and it's been inconvenient, difficult.
So when did we apply this strip? How long ago was this current one? And here's the remnant right here.
Yeah, we applied this in January of 2024, very beginning of the year. And I do swim 5 to 6 days a week, and it has lasted through all of my swimming. I haven't covered it. I haven't done anything special to protect it. It has lasted. I have not needed to come in and get my toenails trimmed down because it has been so transformative in terms of straightening out the big toe.
So now we're here today for a revision,
yeah.
And my gosh, that's almost not quite 6 months. So
oh,
you are longer than that and more active than average. So
Very active.
Yeah, I don't want to overstate that. We're going to be able to do that for everyone, because sometimes it'll wear faster.
Exactly.
But you've been, an extremely lucky case insofar as, we're very pleased if we can get 2.5 months. So this is awesome, but we'll do the revision today, and we'll take a look right after we finish.
Absolutely. And yes, I don't recommend perhaps going that long. I have a job where I travel a lot, and so it's hard to get in at consistent intervals. But that is why Onyfix was so perfect for my lifestyle, is because it is very difficult to come in every 4 to 6 weeks to get my toenails trimmed down. And when they start to rub, especially when I wear dress shoes for my job, it can be very painful, and you can end the day with a lot of pain in your toes and starting to walk a bit sore-footed by the end of the day, and it's just not convenient.
Yeah, this is just perfect for your lifestyle.
Yeah, and one other thing I want to say is that every other podiatrist, until I came to Dr. Pearl, always suggested a far more invasive treatment that involved literally taking out the root of the ingrown toe, and that would have required minimum 2 weeks of not being in the pool, not really getting that area sweaty, and
which is kind of your salvation.
Yeah, that's my salvation. That seemed very unrealistic. I need my sports for my job and just for everyday well-being.
Yeah.
And I couldn't imagine sitting out that long. And so when Dr. Pearl first suggested this, I truly thought it was too good to be true, because from this point on, or prior to that point, I had only heard about these very invasive treatments for ingrown toenails, and this is not invasive, absolutely painless, and really just such a lifestyle fix. And I have a lot of confidence that after the second round of Onyfix, I probably will have a more straightened toenail for life. And it really is such a game changer in terms of just being a runner and being an active person, and dealing with ingrown toenails that are inevitable in endurance sports particularly. So I'm thrilled.
All right, well, we'll
Yeah.
see the handiwork as soon as we complete round 2.
Oh, well, thank you, Dr. Pearl. It really just has been such an incredible experience here, and I'm so glad that you had recommended this form of treatment, because this was just absolutely transformative.
Okay, so now we have the 2 strips, and you can see they're not very high. They're only about a millimeter, millimeter and a half. But what we'll do is we'll come back probably in, for you, a 3 to 4 month period.
Yeah.
And then we'll evaluate. So any final thoughts about?
I just want to reiterate that if you have a busy lifestyle and you don't have time to come in every 4 to 6 weeks for your ingrown toenails, and you also don't want to go through the pain of the very invasive other treatments for ingrown toenails, this is absolutely the right treatment for you, and it truly has changed how I feel on a daily basis.
Well, thanks so much for sharing your experience.